Good morning. This is Shantae with Brown Sugar Talks under Black Unicorns, and it's Wellness Wednesday. Listen, I know it's hate. I know. I really do. It's a lot of hate. Today, I'm waking up and I'm thinking, man, girl, it's like this. It's a lot. It's a lot, and they know. And so, since they know it's a lot, and I'm still around, it's a lot. And to know that nothing really happens or whatever, or nothing ever gets done, it's a lot. I feel like I'm like in some third world country or something, like for real. But anyway, I can't be like in anything. You understand? Like it's like people, when you know what you know that you know, it ain't really nothing to be upset about. I'm upset, but it ain't really nothing to be upset about. And it could really be, it could be really like where this person set all this stuff up so they could take everything away, or so they could feel like they were helping me become inspiring or whatever. And it's not true. I already told them that when I was 17 years old. So that's the thing. It's like, man, for somebody to have that much of something inside of them where they want you to go through all this suffering and pain, and then actually cause suffering and pain just so they could say, well, I was trying to make your story something else. And you don't know anything about me, right? You don't know anything. You just see me and you think, oh my God, like, look at her. She's bubbly. She whatever. She's happy. She has her mind together. She works. She does this, that, and the other. But then for somebody to come back and try to change or try to add something to everything I've already been through, not respecting my experience, not respecting my time, not respecting my space, not respecting my life, like as if I were just trash, like for real, like it's just like, okay, yeah, fuck her over and then make her write about it. Better yet, you fuck her over and then write about how you did it or how she reacted to it or whatever. It was my own idea for me to write about myself, not for somebody to follow me and fuck up everything around me, so that then, therefore, I would then be inspiration for you to tell my story to other people like it was yours. To be abused by the people that actually probably are the people that are actually like taking it from me and all this different stuff, and not knowing the means to why they would be so deceitful and hateful and all this different stuff. And it was my dream, And so, and at the time, I really, for real, I did not know what's going on. I still probably don't know what's going on. And I keep thinking that it's something that's behind it. Like, all you had was my writing, you sold my writing. And you knew what I wanted to do. And to actually start off in college trying to set it up where people would actually hurt me, like to actually try to set up situations for people to do different things, like, oh yeah, let's see what happens if we try to run a train on her. Now let's go tell this person that she, what I'm saying, we trying to run. You understand what I'm saying? It's like all these different things, and you feel like you don't think that I'm gonna retaliate or whatever against a person. And it's like, man, like, it's not even a retaliation, it's not revenge. It's just to think that somebody was that fucked up, and then to get away with it so they can continue to be fucked up with other people, or even continue to try to add shit to my life, or add situations instead of just leaving me the fuck alone. Like, it's not even like where this person will leave me alone. Everybody around me still got something to say to me, or want to put me in situations, or want to see what my reaction gonna be, or they got some kind of control, or they think they know what happened in my house, or it's like he will not stop. And that's the abuse. It's like that's the abuse. And so to sit back and you just like, man, this, today I was just like getting everything done. So I was telling somebody about, like, I like to make crabs. Somebody said it or whatever. Who has time for that? It's like, I do. I love making crabs, And as I was doing that part, then the lady just starts talking about, like, well, yeah, I guess now she knows what my son does for homework, So she's like, yeah, I just give it to my son so he can do whatever. And that's the part where I'm just like, why won't you let it go? Like, what is it? Like, they want me to feel like maybe they in my house, or that they know me, or that they know something I'm doing. Which again, that was what I wanted for the app or whatever. But that's it. Like and then now let's take your story and your podcast, and now let's make that a reality for somebody else. As a writer, that's what you do, right? You write for other people. But let's create the story in an Instagram fashion. And now, after we create the story in Instagram fashion, let's not pay you. Let's not give you acknowledgement. Let's not let you know that we know that you are the person that came up with these ideas. Let's not do that. Let's just pretend like you still don't exist, That's the part that's like, whoa, like you still, like, what is it that you still want from me? You already stole the writing. You already used the writing. You already got everything you have to gain from it. And when do I start to gain my life, So with that, that's how you create a killer. That's how you create somebody that's like on the hunt for this son of a bitch that's doing everything, that's pulling the strings, the little marionette person. Because the other people don't matter. It's the marionette puller, it's the person that's controlling everything. And so, that's where I'm at right now. Like, so it's not hate. It's like, it's still like, Shantae, you are good enough. Like, you are a brilliant writer. You are brilliant, 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 brilliant. And that's the part that's hard. And I know that the person knows that if I find out that I'm going to end up, it's not even about going off now. It's just like, how do I get a means to an end? Because that's the part that you want to stop. That's the part that brings back the PTSD and the anxiety, because they have put people in my life to record me and find me and hurt me and all kinds of stuff. And, man, dude, listen to me. I thought about, like, all the situations I've been in, and, like, how I came from this background, like, where even though I had pain and stuff, like, I was able to, like, get through it, And yesterday I was, like, reminded of, like, something I forgot about, because I forget, I just forget. And when I remember, I forget until I remember. And then when I remember, that's hard, man. It's hard. And I don't think that people realize I do have a son. And I always say that, like, I got to raise my son. I got to raise him. And raising means I have to be awake. That I have to be alert. That I have to, be well enough to walk around and cook for him, and not go into depression or or anxiety or PTSD or, sometimes to forget, I have to go to sleep, or wake up early in the middle of the night so I can do yoga and meditate. And sometimes pieces of that happen in like the evening and all the time. So I have to take care of him, and it's, and that's the part that makes me hurt the most, is because somebody would want my son to go through this, they want my son, my child that did not hurt anybody, that came to this earth. They, cause it's like, if you hurt me, you hurt my child. And so that's the part that just, every time, man, I just be like, I can't right now, because, because of that. Yeah. And through it all, I know I wrote something too about like how parenting is and how I don't appreciate parents and stuff like that. Or I don't know, it's just like, I just had a life where, like a lot of people, that like they always do, this didn't happen. And it's like, yeah, it did. It really did happen, And I just don't want to be that parent. And I don't want to be the person that puts my son in a situation where he's hurt or anything like that, But to send people in my life that would try to hurt my child, and because I was having a good life, my life was good. I was doing pretty good there. And that's where I'm at. And it's like, you don't want to stop. You don't want to give me the acknowledgement. You don't want to pay me, but you want to continuously keep torturing me and trying to find little tidbits. You already used my podcast. You already searched my computer. You already, like, it's so many things like where this person feels like it's okay for them to insert themselves in my life like that. And it's like, it's not. It's really not. You don't get it. Like, it's not good for you to do that. It's not. I don't want to talk to the lady and then have her think that she knows what's going on in my house. And I mean, it's like, I don't know how many times to tell you that I don't like that I don't, and I know you hate me, and that's the thing. I'm going to tell, because I'm not doing anything to bother you. Every day I'm coming home and I'm taking care of my child and I'm taking care of me and I'm trying to get somewhere and, I'm trying to make my life happen. But then it's like, that's the setback. You got some strange white woman just, following me. And for what? Like, I don't know why. I don't know what the point is. I don't understand. I don't know what kind of story you're trying to make up. I don't know what you want my reaction to be, but I can't stop being myself because you an idiot. And so, and that was what I was trying to tell you in college, because if I think it's you, Mark, that's what I was trying to tell you. Like, I was really trying to tell you that you don't have to do that. Like, you didn't have to try to set me up to be raped. You don't have to, those things don't need to happen. Like, I have enough experience in life. I don't need to be followed. Every time, I don't ever need that shit. And, it's like I'm just waiting. Because what it is, it's like I think you want it to all end where I end. Like, it's like, let her die, kill her. That's what it feel like. It's like, you already killed me and I'm living, right? You already took all my work and spread it all out over the world and gave it to people. Or whoever you are, my cousin, I don't know who you are. You already did that part. Why continue to want to hurt me? Like, why? Like, it's like you're not, and I think you already know, and that's all I'm saying. It's like, that's all I'm doing. It's just living. I'm living. Every day I'm living. I started doing this when I was young, because I knew that's what I wanted to do. But then I became a teacher, and I like being a teacher. I did. But I was still working on becoming who I needed to be. And so, please, stop.